Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On first down, Hurts finding space at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They run the option here on first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. A nice little juke. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts.
That is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
45 yards.
and the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Rasheed Rice strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Cowboys 7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
first down. Ferguson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. McLeod. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been... towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now.
Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the... You got to learn to take care of it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give, running left is Ferguson.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
3rd and 5.
Slot man moves right.
Now they'll change things up.
On 3rd down, Ferguson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now back to throw.
Throws right side, and that's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! From 8 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. McLeod. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
A final shot before break. McLeod, flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing again. McLeod escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Right back to Ferguson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Running right, Ferguson on the give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
Pollard take it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 4th down, McLeod. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Going up the gut with Ferguson. And he stopped immediately there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. McLeod flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third and long. McLeod. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Ferguson up the middle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on second down. McLeod eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Back to throw. McLeod. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing on first down. McLeod. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Ferguson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Check smash, check smash. Check it.
He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Forced out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. His pass caught at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. McLeod. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Ferguson from the shotgun handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Off the play fake. McLeod. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often